Hello students at home, this is Helizchem. Today, you want to quickly solve a question on periodic table, and this is a question: which of the following properties of elements decreases generally across a period in the periodic table? And options given are A. Electronegativity, B. Electron affinity, C. Atomic radius, D. Ionization energy. How do we solve the question? Solution now. If you look at this question, the question is based on the atomic properties of elements as it varies across the period and then the group. I want you to recall that in one of my videos that I did on periodic table, I've listed these atomic properties and how they vary across the period or down the group. And I gave you acronyms that you can use to get your answer offhand. What is these acronyms? Let's recall. D3, I2, DID. What does that mean? This D3, I2, DID means that when you arrange all the 8 atomic properties in alphabetical order, then you can show their variation firstly across the period and secondly down the group, because this D3 means decreases 3 times, increases 2 times, decrease 1 time, increase 1 time, decrease 1 time. So let us list these 8 atomic properties. Now, atomic properties across the period, down the group, then you make a tabular form like this, and we are going to list all the atomic properties. Let us take them alphabetically. The first one is atomic radius. 2. Atomic size. 3. Atomic volume. Then the next one that follows now after A, alphabet A, is electron affinity. Then the next one is electronegativity, because if you look at electron, A comes before E. That is why electron affinity comes before electronegativity. Then for number 6, it will be electropositivity. Number 7 now will be ionization energy. And the last one, which is number 8, is ionic radius. Now, for the D3, I2, DID, we are starting from across the period. D3 means decrease for 3 different atomic properties. Decrease. Then I2 means increase 2 times. Increase. Then the next one is decrease, which is followed by I, which is increase. And the last one, D, means decrease. So definitely what you have here will be the opposite of this one. But we are not going to that one now, because the question says, which of the following properties of elements decreases generally across a period? So we want to look at across a period. Now the options, electronegativity, is it the answer? Let's look at how electronegativity varies across the period. You will see that electronegativity increases across the period. But the question says, which of the following elements decreases? So that means option A is not correct. Then option B, electron affinity. Let's look at electron affinity. Electron affinity increases across the period. That means that option B also is not correct. Option C is atomic radius. Let's check atomic radius. Atomic radius, which is number 1 here, it decreases. So we can see that this is the correct option. It decreases across the period. But notwithstanding, let us check option D so that we'll be sure, we'll be doubly sure. Ionization energy. Let's look at ionization energy on the table. You will see that ionization energy increases, which also shows that option B is not correct. So the correct answer for this question is atomic radius. So it's only atomic radius that decreases generally across the period out of all the properties given. In case of another time, let me give you how these properties varies down the group. As I said earlier, it will be the opposite of all this one. So we have decrease here. This one will now be increase. This also will be increase. This also will be increase. For electron affinity, we have increase here. It will be decrease. For electronegativity, we have increase, so it will be decrease. For electropositivity, we have decrease, it will be increase. And for ionization energy, which is increase across the period, it will be decrease down the group. And lastly, this one which is decrease will now be increase. I hope you got value from this question. You don't need to cram anything when you come across this type of question. Just use your acronym, which is D3, I2, DID. Stay tuned on this same channel, Helizchem, for more questions like this. Bye.